Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. Unfortunately, I haven't got anything to show you of me doing anything off camera. I haven't had a chance to come on here, so you can see the monorail is still in the same place as where we left it last episode, but I will get that done soon. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed the trees though, because I think they look absolutely stunning. Especially look out here at this distance, you can just see them. Adds that extra level to the whole world. Very, very nice. So today we're going to be doing another skyscraper. Okay, now I'll put the image up on screen now, hopefully, as long as I remember. I haven't failed yet of what I'm looking at here. As you can see, beautiful skyscraper, beautiful colours, very unusual colours, I think, for a skyscraper. Very, very modern looking, very, very Minecraft able. Do you know what I mean by I say that? Like, you look at some buildings and you're like, that just won't work in Minecraft. It doesn't quite have the right feel for Minecraft. But this one, it's literally like made out of squares. It's very, very cool. I absolutely love it. I also like the skyscraper just to the right of it as well. That white one. Maybe we'll do that at a later date. I think it's a pretty famous building. I don't know what it is. If you guys know what it is, then let me know in the comment section. But really superb looking. And I picked out the colours that you can see in my hotbar here that match pretty well to the colours that we actually have on the skyscraper here. It's gonna look superb. I want it fitting in this area here, so it's not quite in line with the old skyscraper. It's a little bit offline. I also want this skyscraper to end up being taller than that one. It's going to be a very tall skyscraper, and I'm also going to set the windows a block back. See how on this last skyscraper we had the windows sort of in the same block. They're not set in at all or set out at all. On this one I'm going to set them in a little bit, but instead of using the black blocks that we used on these windows, I'm going to use packed ice instead. Packed ice does not melt. Dude, don't even comment that. AJ, ice melts. Doesn't ice melt? Doesn't snow melt? No, snow blocks do not melt. Packed ice does not melt. Ice blocks do melt, and the little snow slabs do melt. That's the only ones. So let's get cracking with this. It should be pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a little section like this. I'm going to grab some packed ice. Now, I can't see the very bottom of the skyscraper because there's a hedgerow, a tree line down the bottom of the picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build the bottom to look exactly like what we can see, you know, halfway up the skyscraper. And then at the end, I can change the bottom a little bit to give it an entrance, a doorway, and stuff like that. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to put a section of 3 blocks wide and 2 blocks high, and the same in this direction on that corner like that. Okay, so we start off with something along the lines of this. Then going to put in a 2x2 section of windows as well, and these are the little square windows that you see going up either side of it. Then there's some interesting purple colors and stuff going on here, so I'm going to put a purple one here and grey ones to there. But then purple ones are going to come around this edge here. Oh, I want to get rid of that. I don't like having lampposts touching the building. I don't really like that too much. We've got a lot of lampposts around the area. I don't need to worry about, like, removing too many of them. That's really not a concern. Okay, so that comes up there. Then that joins back up to that one. And we have our second, if you like, 2x2 window in here with a purple block on the corner. They have, like, these little purple dots as they go up. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like finished, because I can just imagine the beauty of it. Okay, so now once we've got that, we're going to bring this back, I think, by like 3, so it's going to be 3 blocks deep in total. I'm trying to count them out for you guys to be able to build it yourself. And then I suppose we should actually do it here, and then we can get it the same width, can't we? Smart idea, AJ. Smart idea. We'll have the packed ice in first, like this. So yeah, nice and easy to follow that. And then we have this coming out and up here. This comes around the other side to there. We then have our 2x2 window with the purple dot in the corner and our little packed ice window there. Reason why I like using packed ice for windows in Minecraft is because they have that sort of glass feel to them. They have this sort of shine like glass. You can't see through them, which is what we want. We don't want to be able to see through them because that means we'd have to do each floor of the skyscraper, which, you know, you guys can understand takes absolutely forever, and there's not really much point to it. It's much easier to have windows on smaller buildings, actual glass on smaller buildings, but on these big skyscrapers, block them off because they never look good anyway. And you've seen how we're doing the interiors anyway with the command blocks for elevators and stuff like that. Works out really, really nicely. Okay, so that gives us this sort of middle section here, which looks about perfect. I think what we're going to do is, yeah, have that section of like a 3x3 grey area there with the purple on top. We'll do the same thing over here, but then we have another third colour. We have this sort of blue. So I'm going to put a line of blue along the bottom, and I'm guessing that there's no exact middle point, so we're going to have two middle points, which will be great. That'll work out fine. And then have this coming out this way and this way. Fill the middle up with packed ice. And this isn't going to be one block back. This packed ice on this blue section is going to be on the same level as the blue. Otherwise, it's going to look too deep. Or should we? It does look a little bit weird like that, doesn't it? Hang on, let's drop this back by one. So all of the packed ice is one block back from anywhere else. We are going to have to put a block into the right there and to the left on this one. You know what? No, I do like that better, actually. We should do that. Have it on this side. And on this side, I'm wearing my Zono City construction t-shirt as well. A couple of you have bought it as well. Thank you ever so much. If you have, it really does help me out. It really does mean a lot as well. So thank you for that. If you are interested, then you can go onto the shop. It's in the description below. It's in the description of every video. I never really ask people to go and buy it. But if you've got some money that you've got spare lying around, then you're more than welcome. More than welcome to have a t-shirt. Okay, so these windows are 4 blocks wide, with the double one in the middle, and then it comes back out to this. Okay, so let me just finish off the bottom floor here. You see exactly how it's going to go. I'm going to do it down this side, down the back, and down this side, and I shall come back to start elevating the skyscraper into the sky. Okay? Okay, I think we're about there. Again, I can change the bottom up. I can't see exactly what the bottom's like, so we're going to have to sort of improvise on that a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it until the end. What we do have, though, is a completed sort of section, a completed floor of our skyscraper that we can now use to replicate it going all the way up to the top. Now, we can get away with having a 1 block gap between each window set. That's going to make the skyscraper not only look taller, but fit Minecraft a lot better. It's going to fit the look of the actual picture itself quite well. There is, however, one small change on this one, and that's that the middle, the blue section, stays exactly the same, but on the end here, these purple bits don't exist. The dots do on each level, but on this one, it alternates between purple and grey, purple and grey. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a block here, and I'm going to grab that corner. To take that away, I'm going to go over to this corner, and I'm going to grab that one. Now it's going to be a little bit of experimenting, but we're going to, copy it, and I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to try it on this level first. Paste it there. No, I want to come down 1 block. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to paste it there. Okay, so now I've got the second story, if you like, on top. What we can do is take away these end purple ones and replace them with the grey. That's going to give this alternating pattern going up the side, and sort of get rid of a repetitive feel that it might have ended up having. I don't know why the designers made this decision. I agree with them completely, though. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's only these 4 corners. We don't have to worry about the sort of middle purple ones, and there's no other real change that I can see, at least on the picture right now. Okay, so we're gonna use that. Again, we're only using the building for inspiration. I know there's some certain things that we're gonna miss out on the building. Just using it as a bit of inspiration to look really, really sick, hopefully. Okay, keeping the first spot exactly the same, we can now take this block here, which gives us 2 stories now, 2 floors. And what we can do is, what would be the easiest spot to copy it on? If I copied it down on the floor, let's try it down on the floor. If I copy it here, and I come up here, What happens if I paste it here? Or am I, again, on the wrong... I'm on the wrong height again. Undo. I should have learnt from my mistake last time, shouldn't I? We'll go up here. And paste it. Just double check that we've got our alternating pattern now. Yeah, grey, purple, grey. Fantastic. So now we can go up pretty much as high as we want. Now, if you are eagle-eyed, some of the eagle-eyed viewers here might notice that about 3/4 of the way up, it does sort of does have a section that looks a little bit different. There's like a giant window that goes across the sides with sort of grey section, which is what I'm going to use this stone for, and maybe the cyan on the side. It looks really, really nice. So we still got a little way to go to get taller than the other skyscraper. The top section, I'm not 100% sure how we're going to pull off yet. The top section, I don't know if you've seen, is a round. It's sort of got a round shape to it. It goes to a very round section and then has a sort of point on the top, like a rocket top. We might not do that exactly. We might sort of leave that and make up our own top. We might try it and attempt it. I mean, you never know. We might be able to pull it off and make it look quite good. But I think we all know that circles and cones don't look fantastic in Minecraft. It's worth a go, though. It's worth a go, at least. How high are we getting now? Okay, we're like towards where I would want it to be. I don't want it to be grossly taller than the other one. I do want it to be taller, though. So, thank you. I was like, what? What? Am I at build limit? Is something weird happening? No, I was just too far away from the block. Okay, this is going to be our last section. Paste on there. So that gives us... Doesn't that look stunning in Minecraft? The packed ice, fabulous for windows. In that type of skyscraper, it looks absolutely fabulous. Look at the depth that we've got as well. With the ice being one block back, it looks so full. So really, really nice. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, what we want to do is around one of these levels, as you can see, it sort of goes to a giant window area. I'm going to start it on this one here. Oh, we've got a weather problem. Weather clear. We don't work in the rain. What workers work in the rain? That sounds like a terrible idea. So let's just fill this bottom up, I think. It shouldn't look too bad from below. Or do we want to... No, I think I want to take this away. Replace that. Oops. With those. And replace this as well. That sort of blends in all nicely together then, doesn't it? This will be the same on all four sides. Now, if I count up on the picture, 1, 2, 3, 4. It spans 4 windows. Which would be... Is it that one? 1, 2, 3, 4 windows. Sounds about right. So we'll put this one along here. Fill in the top. I take it these would be like the pristine offices, you know, the special offices or something like that. There must be something on the floor of that building to require a larger sort of area. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, and then on top of it, it has a sort of grey section. We need to make a double middle... Oh, no, that's on top, isn't it? Yeah. A double middle section like this that spans for... It spans for... I think 2 windows, but I'm going to do for 1 to sort of match the scale of our Minecraft skyscraper here. So I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to take that out. Yep. And I'm going to... I have noticed something. On these grey levels, this purple does not exist. I thought it did, but it doesn't. Oops. Blue didn't look too bad. No, I like it with the purple. I really like the purple streaks going all the way up. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, and then where this ice is, this is going to be replaced with stone. It's a nice sort of dark grey block. Blends in very nicely. It's a nice contrast against the rest of the purple. So I'm going to put this down here. And just replace that one window. Like that. Beautiful. In the middle here, we need to put a center partition up. Between the two. And this is a giant packed ice section. This is really going to make the building pop, I hope. Really make it stand out. So, along here. Oh, by the way, I've got the IDs of all the blocks now. After it. I think it was, you guys said Control Alt F3. Something like that. Alt F3, Control Alt F3, Shift Control. It's a combination of Control Shift or Alt, one of those three, and F3. F3 is the one that brings up all of your stuff here. If you press those at the same time, it'll give you the IDs of the blocks after it. Not really that important unless you have World Edit. It just makes it easier to sort of see what blocks are what when using the command blocks, because you have to use like blocks ID 99% of the time for it. So thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, we are centered. It looked a little bit small on this side, but no, we're good. So let's fill this up here. Ooh. No, don't get stuck on the inside. That's happened to me many, many times. I'm like, oh, it's easier from in here. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, fill that up there. How does that look when we stand back? Stand away a little bit. Oh, that is so good. Look at that section there. Huh? It just breaks up the skyscraper, makes it have a little bit of something different halfway up. I love it. And I love the purple on every level. Those stripes really, really help. So, top level now. The top level has actually a double purple section at the top, but we've actually ended on a white section. So I'm going to change. This is where we're going to sort of make up our own sort of area of inspiration. And I'm going to do a blue ring around the top, so completely different. A blue ring, 1 block wider than the building, and I'm going to do it 1 block wider on the grey and purple sections, but on the blue sections, we're actually going to stick it on the same sort of depth. So it just ends up looking 2 blocks high. I think that'll look really, really nice. This is just a way to cap off the building. It doesn't make it look quite as... Oh, I've got hiccups, man. I hate him. Caps off the building in a nice way. It doesn't sort of urgently end the top of the skyscraper then. It looks like it's actually sort of got a nice finish to it. It's very, very important. Okay, down here. Oops. That's a really nice size as well. I think we've got like the scale really, really spot on for this whole city so far. All the cars, all the helicopters and stuff seem to be like bang on the mark. Exactly the sort of scale that we're working to. Down here. There we go. Okay, so that's going to cap the top off beautifully. And then it goes to this sort of weird circle section. We might have enough time to pull it off. What ID is that? 44.6. If I go from here, I might as well do it all and then just take it away. The bits that I don't want. From there to there, set to 44.6. I've frozen. I've broken the game. I've broken the game. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do replace air with that. Why does it take us so long? Oh, I know why it's taking so long. Because we're covering the top, it's making the lighting inside of the skyscraper freak out because it has to darken it all up, and it doesn't quite know exactly what to do for a little bit there. So it had to think a little bit. How do I do this lighting? Oh, it's just all black. But yeah, I think this is the quickest way, and then just take away these edge ones. Have we got enough time to do it? We've probably got enough time to do it. Oops, took out the wrong block. Why have I got random... Oh, it must have been me, I suppose. Putting blocks in the wrong place when I was doing the top section. That's okay. All fixed. And that one. And this one along here. So, this is a... it seems to be mostly the sort of blue colour that we've got with a little bit of packed ice in it. I don't think it's the other way around. Let's first work out a circle, which means we have to find the middle point. This skyscraper doesn't have an exact middle point. It has like a 2x2 middle point, which is those two at a guess. Oh, there we go. There's that lighting again. Yeah, that's the middle point. So, if I come out a little bit, it seems to be pretty close to the edge of the building. I'm going to say there. I'm going to put 4 blocks along there. 4 blocks along here to start this sort of center circle off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can make this into an actual circle. Like that. That's as close as we're going to get to a perfect circle here on this scale. It's a pretty small circle, you see. The bigger the circle in Minecraft, the more circle it's going to look. The smaller the circle, the more you're going to struggle a little bit. Okay, then we have, I'm going to put in, I'm going to change it. I'm going to put a window in here, in there, like that, on either side, on each side. So I'm going to change it up, use the building for inspiration, but put our own touches into it. I think that looks pretty good. We obviously want to change the blocks directly underneath this as well. Otherwise, it's going to sort of be floating like a little UFO above, and I don't really want that too much. No, I'm going to do it on this level. Oh, it really doesn't like the lighting. It's such a big area inside that skyscraper that when you block off the lighting like that, it freaks out. Oops. It's going to freak out again. And it's going to freak out here. Oh. It doesn't mind underneath these blocks because it's still shadow. Light can't travel through a half slab. But as soon as we need to do these sections, it's like, no, you're breaking the game. I stuck my tongue out then, didn't I? That's embarrassing. My fiance does that all the time. Whenever she's thinking really hard, sometimes even when she's driving, she'll stick her tongue out. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm concentrating. I said, that requires you sticking your tongue out? Yeah. Funny. Very, very embarrassing, I think it is. But then I just go and do it. Okay, I want these windows to be 2 blocks high. Which means we've then got to add another section to this circle before we start making it more... well, I don't think it goes that domed. It's sort of... Hang on. There we go. It doesn't really ever go domed. It sort of just goes in a level, doesn't it? And then it sort of has a point towards the top. Okay, I'm going to go around with purple here. Nope, I'm going to go around with grey. I don't think the purple and the blue look quite perfect next to each other. So I'm going to just cap this top section off. That makes the windows stand back a little bit. Along here. Ooh, fast block placement. Because we're running out of time, I'm sure. Okay, then we're going to come back a block. So I'm going to do it back here. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So we're going to... But not with that there. I'm going to have the grey block here. I'm going to have the ice like that. You see what that looks like? That's how I'm going to do it. And then the blue is going to come up the side. And then we're going to have another grey ring that goes around the top. Okay, let's do that on all 4 sides. While I can remember how I want it. You go for too long and you're like, how did I do that again? Right. That one. Beautiful. Blue goes on this block here. And there. Each level that you do gets smaller and smaller. Easier and easier because it gets smaller and smaller as you start making your way in. And then... Fill those in like that. Super, super quick here. It's not actually as hard as what I thought. When you're trying to build something exactly the same as a picture, that's when you're going to start struggling and start getting frustrated. If you just use it as inspiration and just say, yeah, I want it to look something like that, it takes the pressure off you. It takes the pressure off getting it exactly right, and it increases your creative ability as well, because you learn a lot quicker by putting your own ideas, and you don't learn as much by copying something exactly, which is why when people say, can I copy your build, AJ? Can I build this on my own channel or whatever? Of course you can, but I always recommend changing bits of it. Of course you can use whatever I build for inspiration, but if you add your own little sections, your own little touches to it, you'll find you'll get much more happiness out of it. You'll feel much better because you got your own touches to it, but you'll also learn a lot more about building as well. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to run a line of iron bars around this level. There's like a little mini barrier. There's nothing that World Edit can do to make this quicker, I don't think. By the time I get my wand out and type the command in, I might as well have already done it. So something like that. There are some pillars that go up these sides. I might do it, because I sort of do like it. Let's make this part a little bit wider. I want to have it so you could walk around it. So 1 block edge. In case I do a command block that allows you to get to the top of this skyscraper, which I'll probably do, I want to be able to sort of walk around that section just slightly on a small area. Then we're going to go to another blue section up here. Might as well build it around like this now. The circle is sort of getting very, very small. The top, the cone section, is all black and white. I think we can pull it off. I'm feeling actually pretty confident. I want to have blue, or packed ice, sorry, packed ice, packed ice, packed ice, and then blue, 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 like this. Oh, it's going to look stunning. Absolutely stunning. I can just feel it. And I missed... No, I didn't miss a corner. Grey around the top again. A nice grey ring around the top. Keep the greys on the top. I think is going to be a sort of pattern that we're going to stick to up here. It doesn't look like there's any spot for like a helicopter land on up here, which is good. You don't want a helicopter landing on each and every section. Let's grab a black block and a quartz block for the white. Or snow. Snow's pretty a decent white block. I got rid of it. I didn't click it apparently. On there. Now, the black. I'm going to do it out here. Let's just do a black ring first, shall we then? Yeah, let's just do a black ring first. And like that. And you notice that this is a black wool texture, but sounds like wood when you're placing it down. It's because it's birch wood planks. Because I think birch wood actually looks like black wool. A very confusing story, which I'm not going to tell today. But it was to do with me setting up the textures. Okay, so it was black around the sides. And then it sort of started coming in. I'm going to do it like that. So up here. And up here. And then the snow. I'm going to do like that. Yeah. No, that looks pretty good. That'll look pretty good. Little black and white top on it. We're going to be way long on this episode, aren't we? Okay, enjoy the long episode. Enjoy the long one. This is going to be a lot longer than what it should be, but who cares? Bring this in. Like that. And then the top. Oh, that looks stunning. Okay, I do want to have the bars that go up the top. And there's like a top section as well that sort of points up into the sky. I want to use a darker grey if we can. Cyan would be perfect. Cyan on the top here. And then some walls, cobblestone walls, to go up into the sky. To look like a little bit of an aerial here. I don't know how high I want it to go. We'll just sort of go up a couple more blocks and stand back and have a look. A little bit taller than that. Just a smidge. And then I'm going to put some redstone torches on the top. So planes don't fly into it at night. You can sort of see that little bit of glow going on. Now what we want to have, I think we're going to use cyan. I'm not going to use that grey because it's going to blend into that section. I'm going to use a darker block. And I'm going to do it there and there. I'm going to come up the sides here like this. Then I'm going to have a little light grey. So it's sort of inverted than it is on the picture. And then we're going to have a white snow section that comes up diagonally. Oops, like this. It's a weird pattern that you got to do to go up diagonally and up at the same time. That one. Beautiful. Look at that. That turned it out to be exactly the right length. So we want to do that on the other sides as well. So where was that exactly? That was this block and this block. Oh. And then come up here. How many blocks high? I think... No, I think that's the grey. It's so hard to tell. No, I'm one block short. That one. And that one. And then come up with the white again. There's no quick way to do it, is there? Oh no, it's going to confuse me as well. You got to do it one at a time. There's no other way. Up there. Up there. And we need to have a look to see what it looks like with the shaders on at the end as well. Because I think this building is going to look absolutely fantastic with the shaders all lighting up the place. One here. Oh, got to get the height again. Can't believe we've done a whole skyscraper in one episode. It's been a long episode, but I've enjoyed every second of it. A fabulous looking one. And I definitely want to do the other skyscraper that's to the right of this one in the picture. It's a white and blue, but mostly white looking one. Just really nice design. It's got more straight lines, like hit my hat. More vertical lines that go up the skyscraper. Just a sort of different design that I think could work really well in our skyscraper area of our city, the metropolis area. Oh, that was the right height. That one. And one more white line to finish it off with. That's nice. I stuck my tongue out again. Do I do that? Do I do that? How often do I? I've noticed twice in this episode, which means I've probably done it more than that. Okay, wonderful. Let's back off. No. Let's back off, take a look at it from a bit more of a distance. Oh, that looks stunning up the top there. Look at that. What a nice way to finish off the top of the skyscraper. I think it's a nice amount of height taller than the other one as well. It still gives us the ability to have skyscraper even taller than that if you wanted to, and skyscrapers smaller, maybe in between those two heights. But check that out. I know we haven't done this section on all four sides, but you guys saw me do that, so I can do that off camera. Let's activate the shaders to finish off the episode. Seuss version 10.2 trailers, Ultra. Ultra means it takes up a lot of your memory, which is why it takes a little bit while to load on my computer, because it's like the most powerful shaders. Oh, look on the minimap as well. How sick does that look on the minimap, man? Totally awesome. What a new perspective on Minecraft that is. Okay, so there's the sort of dark side. The sun's over there, which means it's going to be lighter over here. Look at that. Oh my god, that beautiful. I knew that the colours would be stunning in Minecraft, but that looks out of this world, doesn't it? Imagine we had that window section on all these sides. We haven't got time to do it today in this episode. We've gone way over it anyway, but that looks absolutely phenomenal. I love it, and I love it on the map as well. Great. Alright guys, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.